Hello and welcome to the News in 5. In this show, I share with you some headlines that I think you might be interested in. If you enjoy this content, please consider subscribing to the channel, leaving a like, and sharing the video. I've got more content coming your way. With that being said, let's get into it. Already, 5 roofs on the Northwest donkey carts have been replaced as maintenance plan kicks in.
So that didn't last long.
I know, these damn donkey carts, but the story just keeps getting worse. According to Sunday Times, 5 donkey carts with defective roofs have been replaced.
Defective?
So it went from 3 defective donkey carts to now 5 defective donkey carts. They say, okay, well, that's a bit of a typo, they say the move came after they reported that residents had complained that some donkey carts had broken down after a single trip.
Now there's your problem.
This week, the departmental spokesperson told the Sunday Times that officials had visited the area this week following the reports. He said the officials found some rooftops were damaged. He also said as part of the 3-year maintenance plan, it was fixed at no cost to both recipients or the department. Who exactly is fixing this stuff? Is it the Northwest Department? Is it government on a national level? Is it the municipality? I don't know. I really don't know. 2 weeks in and they've had to replace 5 of these donkey carts and some roofs. But can you imagine how the next 3 years of this maintenance plan is going to be like? I mean, if every 2 weeks something is breaking down, you might as well just send some donkey cart engineer, if that ever existed, to just live there full time. Seriously. And you know what? The PR machine really is in full swing because they make it sound so nice, like, oh yeah, no. Someone's gonna cover it. Someone's gonna fix it. Don't worry. At no cost to these guys that we gave the carts to. Don't worry, right? But you know who's really gonna fit the bill? Me and you, the taxpayer. So every time you pay tax, a donkey cart gets a roof. Malemas lawyers demand that Jock Pauw's Our Poison Land be removed from the shelves. Of course he does. So in case you don't know, author Jacques has released a new book, Our Poison Land. It's Pauw's sequel to the best-selling The President's Keepers. And a big portion of the book focuses on Mozati's and Malema's relationship. So you can imagine Juju is not very happy. NB Publishers received an urgent letter of demand on Monday from Julius Malema, Floyd Chibambo, and Lozi's attorneys demanding the immediate withdrawal of Our Poison Land, published on the 11th of November 2022. The letter also requests that Mr. Jacques Pauw and NB Publishers unconditionally apologize to Mr. Julius Malema, Mr. Floyd Chibambo, and Mr. Lozi, and all other members of the economic freedom fighters, for the negligent and malified publication of untrue, unverified, and defamatory allegations pertaining to those parties, which publications have been unconditionally withdrawn and will not be republished either now or in the future.
That's not going to happen.
Jacques Pauw comments, the EFF's demands are reminiscent of similar attempts almost exactly 5 years ago when the spy boss Arthur Fraser threatened to use intelligence legislation to remove the president's keepers from the shelves. NB Publishers stand by our author and the book. The information in the book was properly sourced and lawfully published, and demands for removal and apologies have been rejected.
Well done.
Firstly, I want to give credit to NB Publishers for sticking to their ground, supporting the author, and not bending the knee to the EFF mob. And like you heard at the end, the sources that Pauw used all gave affidavits. And in another article, Pauw explains the following. Pauw did not approach Malema or Mozati for comment prior to the publication of his book for fear that his sources may be targeted and intimidated. The South African Press Code requires that journalists give a person who is the subject of critical reportage the right to reply. There is, however, an exception. This need not to be done where the publication has reasonable grounds for believing that by doing so, it would be prevented from publishing the report, or where evidence might be destroyed or witness intimidated. This is one of the main reasons why we, Pauw and NB Publishers, have decided not to approach Adriano Mozati, Julius Malema, or Floyd Chibambo for comment. We are fearful that Margaret could become the victim of intimidation. She is vulnerable and to a certain extent exposed. She is just an ordinary person speaking out about wrongful behavior that she had witnessed, and we need to protect her as far as we can. You know what the most ironic thing is about this whole thing is that the more that Julius Malema cries, the more that Julius Malema makes a big fuss, the more people are going to want to buy the book. So please keep complaining. I, for one, cannot wait to read this book. I mean, Margaret, which of course is not her real name, basically spills the tea on Mzansi and Malema's relationship. I mean, she even said this: "We were just like flies on the wall. Nobody paid attention to us." I mean, just in this one article, we get a big taste of all the drugs and money and parties that were just being had and thrown around. But yes, Juju and the EFF, please continue crying, continue screeching, continue trying to even take the book off the shelves. At the end of the day, all you guys look like are
cry babies.
But I'm really happy that someone is finally exposing Malema for what he truly is. Don't go anywhere. If you enjoyed this content, stick around because Cyril Ramaphosa will suggest some other videos for you to watch at the end of this video. Please let me know your thoughts on the headlines today. Leave a comment in the comment section. Also, this is your second reminder to please subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and share the video. Well, with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, it is Friday. Enjoy your weekend. I'll see you next week. Stay safe, be kind to one another, and I'll see you at the next one. Cheers.